African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 8th of March, 2024. During the period from March 2nd to March 8th, 2024, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 34 group strikes with high-precision weapons, multiple launch rocket systems, and unmanned aerial vehicles, as a result of which facilities were hit where assembly and preparation for combat use of unmanned aircraft was carried out. Boats, arsenals, fuel bases for military equipment, deployment points for units of the armed forces of Ukraine, nationalist formations, and foreign mercenaries. Within a week, 24 Ukrainian military personnel surrendered. In the Kupyansk direction, during the week, units of the Western Group of troops through active actions improved the situation along the front line and defeated enemy manpower and equipment in the areas of the settlements of Kupyansk, Peskino, and Berestovo in the Kharkov region. 24 counterattacks of assault groups of the 32nd, 41st Mechanized, 57th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled in the areas of the settlements of Simkavka, Kharkov region, and Terny, Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to over 540 military personnel, 2 tanks, 4 armored combat vehicles, 20 vehicles, 18 field artillery pieces, and a Grad MLRS combat vehicle. In the Donetsk direction, units of the Southern Group of troops occupied more advantageous positions and defeated formations of the 5th, 92nd Assault, 28th, 33rd Mechanized, 46th, 81st Airmobile Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and the 241st Terrestrial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Kleshchivka, Kurdiamovka, Andriivka, and Krasnoye of the Donetsk People's Republic. In addition, they repelled 8 enemy counterattacks in the areas of the settlements of Krasnogorovka, Novomykolovka, and Pobeda of the Donetsk People's Republic. The losses of the Ukrainian armed forces amounted to more than 1,970 military personnel, 11 tanks, 17 armored combat vehicles, 47 vehicles, 25 field artillery guns, 2 Grad MLRS combat vehicles, as well as a combat vehicle of the Strela-10 anti-aircraft missile system. 10 field ammunition depots of the Ukrainian armed forces were also destroyed. In the Avdeevka direction, units of the Center Group of troops continued to occupy more advantageous lines and positions. In cooperation with aviation and artillery, they defeated concentrations of manpower and equipment of the 23rd, 31st, 47th, 78th, 110th Mechanized, 59th Motorized Infantry, 71st Jaeger Brigades, as well as the 103rd and 107th Military Defense Brigades in the areas settlements Tenenko, Toretsk, Okoratino, Novoselka Perveya, Maersk, and Rozovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 65 counterattacks of Ukrainian Armed Forces assault groups repelled in the areas of the settlements of Berdikai, Tonenkoy, Leninskoy, Petrovskoy, Novgorodskoy, Pervomeyskoy, and Orlovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. Over the course of a week in this direction, the enemy lost over 2,860 military personnel, 7 tanks, including 2 U.S.-made Abrams, 34 armored combat vehicles, 47 vehicles, 20 field artillery guns, a U.S.-made HIMARS MLRS launcher, and combat vehicle air defense missile system Strela-10. In the South Donetsk direction, units of the Vostok Group of troops improved the situation along the front line and defeated units of the 65th, 72nd, 118th Mechanized, 58th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, 102nd, 105th, and 128th Military Defense Brigades in populated areas Novodonetskoy, Ugledar, Dobropoli, Shevchenko, Staromayerskoy of the Donetsk People's Republic, and Malinovka of the Zaporizhzhia region. In addition, 3 counterattacks by units of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled in the area of the village of Vodyanoy, Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to up to 1,620 military personnel, 6 tanks, 13 armored combat vehicles, 28 vehicles, 7 field artillery guns, a Grad MLRS combat vehicle, 2 Strela 10 air defense systems, as well as a Stormer air defense system produced by Great Britain. In the Kherson direction, Russian troops took up more advantageous positions and inflicted comprehensive fire damage on manpower and equipment of the 65th, 117th, 118th Mechanized, 128th Mountain Assault Brigades, 35th, 36th, 38th Marine Brigades, 14th, 23rd National Guard Brigade and 126th Terrestrial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Malaya Tokmachka, Pyatikaki, Nestoryanka in the Zaporozhye region, Ivanovka, Sadovo, Mikhailovka, Antonovka, and Tokarevka in the Kherson region. In the area of the village of Rabotino, Zaporozhye region, 2 attacks by assault groups of the 118th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. Enemy losses amounted to more than 295 military personnel, 2 tanks, 22 vehicles, 9 field artillery pieces, as well as 2 U.S.-made Mars MLRS launchers. During the week, aviation and air defense systems shot down a MiG-29 aircraft of the Ukrainian Air Force, 5 Storm Shadow cruise missiles made in the UK, a Patriot anti-aircraft guided missile made in the USA, 7 Hammer guided bombs made in France, 33 Jet-Mars multiple launch rocket system projectile made in the USA, as well as 796 unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 576 aircraft, 267 helicopters, 14,658 unmanned aerial vehicles, 482 anti-aircraft missile systems, 15,400 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,234 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 8,322 field artillery guns and mortars, and also 19,498 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.